Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 997. A book arc versus a series arc. This is a serious issue. The book arc. Or book arc. If you say it fast enough. Anyway, you can see Stanley. He's back there. He's the series arc. The individual arc, that's whatever I'm talking about today. A single issue that you discuss, that you resolve, that you address, the single event, the single character that's the backbone of your story. Even if you have a team of characters, you think Harry Potter and you've got the big three. Whenever anything happens, why is it always you three? I've been wondering that myself. Yes, okay, so you've got that. That's the backbone of the story that they're carrying to the fruition of that story, that the resolution. The series arc, that's a series of stories. That's the string of pearls that you've got those stories. Each one has its own arc, but then you're moving forward overall towards the end of that journey. Series are journeys of discovery and growth. So you've got those three characters, but think of Harry Potter again, and all the other characters that zoom in and out throughout those stories. All of a sudden, Sirius Black, he's an enemy of humanity. And then, oh man, he's the good guy. Surprise, a reveal. And slow and steady wins the race with the series. So you take your individual books and you keep the story, the overall story arc moving forward, but the individual book, that's you take that to a conclusion. The three-part, however you design your story, however you tell that story, however you flow it. And each story will have its ups and downs as it flows through towards the conclusion, the earth-bending, mind-numbing conclusion, explosive conclusion. And then denouement, the ease off, the let people catch their breath and set the stage for what might be the next story. That's how you do it. Now, cliffhangers. You'll find that if you put a cliffhanger in a book, it drives readers nuts. So a book with a cliffhanger will probably have a lower overall star average than a regular book, but that next book will have a higher buy rate. They'll be mad, and I'll let you know about it, but they're buying that next book. So you have to weigh that very carefully as you end your books on cliffhangers. Cliffhangers. That's where you don't have the whole story end. It just there it is. There's something hanging. Cliffhanger. My God, how can I go on without knowing what happened? One book wasn't selling very well and got just eviscerated in reviews. And I asked the author, I'm like, you ended on a cliffhanger. She's like, I didn't though. And I'm like, can you fix it? She looked at it and said, oh, it's only 2 sentences to resolve that one issue. And so she added that in, and guess what? Surprise, the readers were a whole lot happier because it was an unintended cliffhanger. And I've done that as well, unintentional cliffhangers, because I didn't resolve all the threads because I had all kinds of various threads trying to add to the length of the story. And you've got your main plot, and then, hey, you throw in some side discussions, some sidebars, some side plots, subplots, just to help add length and add depth to your story. And then all of a sudden, hey, everything finished, but wasn't everything because you forgot all those some of those tendrils, which might be intentional because you're going to bring them back later. But if it was unintentional, you should probably resolve them. You don't have a character doing something interesting and then you just never hear from them again. You hear that all the time from readers, and that doesn't matter who wrote the book. Could be James Patterson, could be any kind of big name, and then or any of us, not big names, but still storytellers. We all forget and leave people hanging. We shouldn't, but we do, unintentionally, mind you. You can fix that and then move forward. Book arc versus series arc. Series, journey of discovery and growth. It's slow and steady wins the race. Don't throw all the reveals in the first book. Save reveals for future titles and keep those readers on board. Resolve the issues within a single book so they're satisfied but still hungry for more. Peace, fellow humans.